before we get started, who, right here, just give me a thumbs up, a thumbs sideways, or a thumbs down. Who can tell me how was the last 4 days of being in the snow? You know what I would say? 2 thumbs up.
I'll say
Maybe. You want me to tell you? Let me tell you what it was like for me. This is what Mrs. Jackson did. I stayed in my pajamas for 4 days. This is what I would do. I stayed in my pajamas. I would take a shower at nighttime, put on another pair of pajamas. But I didn't put on real clothes in 4 days. I didn't even go outside. My girl Hadley played outside all the time, and I said, "Tell me how it is." Did you go outside?
yeah.
Were you not so cold?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
it
was
was fun. I ate almost all the ice in my neighborhood.
You did a
One
snowball fight.
person cried because they got hit in the face.
I
like,
know.
when
Cool,
no
because
one
it was so
died.
icy, wasn't it?
I know, like, no,
Yes,
so
sir.
I almost ate all the ice in my neighborhood.
You were eating it? Oh, whoa.
I've been
Guess
sick.
that's a yummy choice. Yes.
I've been sick since last
I went sledding
Wait,
with
what?
Walt, Ryan, Isabel, Lena, Austin, and everyone.
You got to do things with your That is so fun. Yes, sir. You won. I love that. That's so cool. Okay, all right. I'm so glad that you had fun and you got to do some fun things with your friends. Okay, so put your eyes up here. I'm going to show you something today. So in your classes, whenever you want to learn more about something, hey, just put your books in the bucket and then come join us. I'll scan them in for you, okay? We know that whenever we need to do research on something, we can go to TextQuest. So we can go and look at Britannica or Gale or National Geographic Kids. Well, I'm going to show you another resource that we have. Your teachers might have used it, but I'm going to show you how you also have access to use it and what you can do. So this resource I'm going to show you today to help you research things that you want to know more about. Hey, yeah, just stay right there, okay? Is called Discovery Ed. Now on Discovery Ed, if you do not have Discovery Ed on your portal, then this is what you're going to do. This is what it looks like. You're going to just come and type in Discovery Ed and then click the blue star. Okay? When you click the blue star, then it'll save it to your portal. All right, so I'm going to first just kind of show you a little bit about what Discovery Ed is. And as I'm showing it, you might think, oh yeah, I think our teacher has shown us some of this. Discovery Ed has lots of videos that we can learn from, okay? Whereas like in TextQuest, it has more like articles and things that we read, or it can read it to you. Discovery Ed has videos. It does also have some activities and things that we can do, and it might have even, there are some games in there too that we can learn. Now, I know that in your science time, you have been learning about weather. Well, you're going to start learning about something called weathering. Weathering is where the weather affects the natural resources, okay? Where maybe the weather might affect the rocks or the soil and make them change in some way. So you're going to start talking about that. So we are going to create something where you can keep all of the information in one spot to help you learn as much as you can. So give me a thumbs up if you've ever heard of Pinterest. Have you ever heard of Pinterest before? Some of you have Pinterest. Okay, who's ever heard of Canva? Okay, hands down. So is what I'm going to show you today. It's kind of taking Pinterest and Canva and putting it together to where Pinterest is a place where I can make boards. Like let's say I wanted to make a whole board on Valentine's Day. I could go find lots of ideas of how I wanted to decorate on Valentine's Day and put it all together. Well, we are going to go find lots of videos on weathering and put them into one place, but we're gonna get to decorate our slide to make it look kind of how we want it to look, okay? All right, so let's look right here. In Discovery Ed, on your homepage, it's gonna have some channels that you might already like. I have saved channels, but since this is your first time getting into it, you probably won't have that. You'll just have some it suggests for you. All right, it has a search bar right here. So I am gonna type in weathering, And then right here where it says grade, I can come and click 3rd through 5th grade, so I make sure that everything all the videos that pull up are good for me. It will be some good videos for me being a 3rd grader, okay? All right, and then I can scroll through here and it's gonna have lots of videos on weathering. Do you see right here, it even has some pictures on weathering? And then these are what's called channels. A channel means that it kind of put it all together for me. If I open it up, everything in here has activities and pictures and games. It kind of puts it all together for you, okay? All right, well, I'm gonna show you how we're gonna create something called a studio board, where we're gonna go find all the things that we might want to learn about weathering, and then we can go watch the videos later. We're gonna put them all into one spot. Okay, right here, there are 3 little lines. We're gonna click these 3 little lines and go click where it says studio. Okay, now when we get here, we're gonna click create new. We're gonna create a new board. So it's gonna be white. All right, we want our board to be all about weathering. So I'm gonna come right here and I'm gonna click this plus sign. And then I'm gonna click where it says search DE. That means search Discovery Ed, like what we were just doing. So I'm gonna click that, and then I'm gonna type in weathering. Now, if you don't know how to spell it, I wrote it on the board back there, so whenever you go to your computers, you know how to spell it. All right, so I'm gonna type weathering, and then I'm gonna click grade 3 through 5. All right, now here are all the things that it is giving me on weathering. So if I know that weathering means weather is affecting the natural resources, so, I think this video might be good. It's a 3-minute videos on mountains, erosion, and weathering. So if I like that one and I want to watch it later, right now I'm just gathering my information. I click on it, it's going to put a blue check mark, and then I come click add selected. So now it's on my board right here, okay? All right, so now I have a video that later I can click on it and I can watch it. Now I'm not going to do that right now because right now I'm just getting my information, okay? But it's gonna save it there for me. Now here's what I want everybody to have. I want everybody to find a video that you can put on your board, and I also want everybody to find a picture, an image. So I'm going to come back to search Discovery Ed. I'm going to type weathering again. But this time at the top right here, do you see how it says lessons and activities and interactives and videos? I'm going to go click more and go find image. Okay, I'm going to see where is a good image for me for weathering. So if I know that weathering means the weather affects the natural resources, I think I like this one. Okay, I'm going to click this one. This is just a picture. I click it and then I add it. Now, I want it to be at the top of my board, so I can resize it. Remember how I told you this is kind of like Canva? This is where I get to be creative, okay? So I want that to be like at the top of my paper, at the top of my board. So remember, I want you to have an image, I want you to have a video, but I also want it to have a title so you can remember that this board is all about weathering. So if I come click text right here, I can type in weathering. And then when I click on it, I can change the font to whatever kind of font I like. Then I can change the size. So I definitely think I want it to be bigger. If it does that, that just means we got to stretch it out some. So see, I want it to kind of look like this. I want it to be centered. So you can just kind of play around with it. So now I have a title, I have a picture, and I have a video. So now I can come back to Discovery Ed, and now I can just keep searching. What other kind of things can I find in Discovery Ed that have to do with weathering? So I'm going to search in here. So now listen, there might be some things that might pop up that really don't have it. You might be like, that looks fun, but does it have to do with weathering? So look right here. This is about Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day popped up because the weather affects whether the groundhog sees his shadow or not, if there's going to be 6 more weeks of winter, 6 more weeks of spring. But does that have anything to do with weathering and the effects of how weather affects the soil or rocks? No, it doesn't. So make smart choices about things that you choose to put in there. But this one right here, this is weathering and erosion. This one might be good. Paul and his science pals learned, so I can add this one. Now, someone in another class said, well, what if I don't know? Or what if I don't know if it's good? Listen, we're just gathering information right now. If later when you go back and watch it, if you don't like it, you can just click on it and you can click delete and it'll go away, okay? So if you watch it and you think, no, that one's not helping me learn anything about weathering, then you can just delete it, okay? All right, so, in just a moment, you're gonna go back to your computers, and you are going to get started creating your own board on weathering. Now, when you are done, now if you look right here, I've created lots of boards on weathering because I've been doing it for each 3rd grade class that's came in. When you're done, if you go back and click Studio, then you'll be able to see your board, and that's how you can watch it, okay? Or even if you wanted to add things to it later, then this is where you get to do that, okay? Now, whenever you are done with it, we're gonna click right here where it says save and exit. That way nothing happens to it and we don't lose it. Okay, so before we get going, does anybody have any questions about what you are going to be doing when you get to your computer? Yes, ma'am.
Do you walk alone?
Yes, you're gonna get to, each of you will get to have your own computer, but you are at a table, so if you find a really great video, tell the person, you can absolutely tell the person next to you, like, hey, I found this one. That's what some other groups are doing, and then they could add that video to their board too, okay? You might find something, and yes, let your friends help you think of some stuff, okay? All right, any other questions before you get started? Okay, here's how we're going to do this. First, if you brought your library books back, I want you to, now remember, I don't want you to get in the video screen. So you're gonna stand up but go that way, okay? So if you brought your library books, I want you to stand up, go check out your new books before you go to your computer. Okay, if you did not bring your library books, then you're going to go ahead and go to your computer and get started creating your board.